네, 오늘 굉장히 재미있는 이야기가 준비되어 있는데 이야기 자체가 뭐 흥미롭다보다는 이야기 속에서 나오는 하나의 흥미로운 사실 좀 충격적일 수 있습니다. 잘 들어보시고요. 한번 그 주인공을 불러볼까요?
Okay, EBSe.
나와주세요.
When I was younger, I had really long hair, like really, really long, down to about my hips usually. I started growing out my hair when I was a teenager. Maybe I was 13 or 14, I can't remember exactly. And the reason I started doing this is because I really dreaded going to like a barber shop and trying to tell them what hairstyle I wanted. I was always afraid that it would be wrong or something like that. And I really just didn't even want to think about what kind of hairstyle I wanted. So my solution to that was to just stop going to the barber shop. And so my hair grew and it got longer and longer and longer over the years. And then I eventually decided it was about time for a change and cut my hair myself. And I just shaved my head the same length all the way over. And now I just do that regularly myself. And that's how you see me now.
네.
Wow.
여러분 이야기 파악되셨나요?
So he's literally only had like 2 hairstyles then? Like super long and super
short.
short.
네. 에반 씨, 저는 사실 에반 씨가 머리를 굉장히 길게 길러서 이제 묶어서 허리까지 오는 상태로 만난 적도 있어요. 그래서 사실은 그 긴 머리 스타일, 굉장히 긴 뒤에서 봤을 때는 남성인지 여성인지 헷갈릴 수 있을 정도로 긴 스타일에 저는 더 익숙해요. 근데 몇 년 전에 직접 머리를 이제 미는 모습도 저는 봤는데 That was really interesting. I saw it not in person but through a video.
I have to try and find that video because I'm curious too.
Yeah, you have to find that video and watch it.
Okay.
그 이야기를 한 겁니다. 자, 그러면 처음부터 한 줄 한 줄 공부를 해볼까요?
Okay. When I was younger, I had really long hair, like really, really long, down to about my hips usually.
네.
When I was younger, I had really long hair, like really, really long, down to about my hips usually.
네, 저는 어렸을 때, when I was younger, I had really long hair. 사실 I had a long hair라고 하지 않은 이유는 이제 머리카락을 셀 때에는 한 올 한 올 셀 때에는 hairs, like fallen hair.
Right. If you want to use a, you have to say a really long hairstyle.
그렇죠.
Right.
네, 헤어스타일이라고 할 때는 어를 붙일 수 있지만 헤어는 세지 않습니다.
Right.
머리에 붙어 있을 때는 세지 않습니다. 그래서 I had really long hair. 머리가 정말 길었었는데 like really, really long. 근데 정말 길다 강조하면서 어디까지 긴가 하면 down to about my hips usually. 보통 허리춤까지 올 정도로 길었다고 해요. 진짜로 그랬거든요. 그래서 허리까지 내려왔었답니다. 이게 한 3년 전까지인 것 같은데 Let's move on to the next one.
I started growing out my hair when I was a teenager. Maybe I was 13 or 14. I can't remember exactly. I started growing out my hair when I was a teenager. Maybe I was 13 or 14. I can't remember exactly.
네, I started. 저는 시작했습니다. 뒤에 ing 형태를 붙여주죠. Growing out my hair. 이제 grow my hair라고 쓰기보다는 grow out이라고 많이 쓰죠.
Right. So we'll say grow out because your hair just kind of grows by itself. It's not something you like do on purpose.
그렇죠.
It just means you're not going to be actively cutting it. You're
네.
just going to leave it, allow it to grow out.
grow 뭐뭐뭐 하면 그것을 내가 기른다라는 느낌이 좀 있고요. 네,
Yeah.
grow out이라고 해야 이제 머리카락이 저절로 자란다는 의미가 되겠죠. 자르지만 않으면 되니까요. When I was a teenager, 저는 10대 때부터 머리를 기르기 시작했는데 grow out my hair는 그냥 let my hair grow라고 할 수도 있습니다.
You can say that.
네, maybe I was 13 or 14, 13살인가 14살 잘 기억이 안 난다. I can't remember exactly라고 했죠. 다음 문장.
And the reason I started doing this is because I really dreaded going to like a barber shop. And the reason I started doing this is because I really dreaded going to like a barber shop.
네, and the reason I started doing this 이것도 그냥 외워두면 여러분 기억해 두시면 and the reason I started doing it is the reason I started doing yoga is 여러 가지로
The reason I started teaching English is.
the reason I started so it's 아무거나 뭐 working out is practicing the guitar is
The reason I started reading more is
네, 뒤에
cooking more,
네, 뒤에
sleeping more.
is 뒤에 because를 those were like too many examples.
Yeah.
Because를 붙여주시면 되겠습니다. Is because I really dread it. dread라는 것은 이제 두려워하는 거죠.
Yeah, to dread something. Like when I was little, I dreaded going to the dentist's office.
I see.
It was terrible.
저도 치과 가는 거 무서워했는데 I also dreaded being in a really dark place.
All right.
어두운 곳에 있는 거.
I dread being in dark places right now.
아 그래요? 저는 지금은
Yeah.
무섭지 않은데 어렸을 때는 정말 무서워했었어요.
Yeah.
그걸 이제 dread라고 하는 거죠. You are scared of doing something.
Yes.
그래서 barbershop, 이발소에 가는 걸 무서워했대요. I wonder why.
Me too.
Yeah.
Especially at 13 or 14. Some like young kids can usually be scared, but usually.
네. 근데 이제 이발소에 가는 게 무서웠던 이유가 사람마다 다를 텐데 에반 씨의 이유는요?
And trying to tell them what hairstyle I wanted, and trying to tell them what hairstyle I wanted.
그러니까 그냥 이발소에 가는 것 자체가 두려웠거나 이발소에 계시는 분이 두려운 것이 아니고
Right.
이발소에 가서 뭘 하는 게 두려웠냐면 and trying to tell them what hairstyle I wanted.
Oh yeah.
네, 어떤 헤어스타일을 원하는지 말하려고 노력하는 것이 두려웠대요. So he could not decide.
He couldn't decide. And also, maybe in the next sentence, he explains a little bit more as well.
Okay.
But the next sentence has some parts that are a little bit difficult to hear. So first, we're going to watch the clip.
Okay.
I was always afraid that it would be wrong or something like that. I was always afraid that it would be wrong or something like that.
일단 쭉 빠르게 지나갔는데요. 한번 내용을 파악해 볼까요? 여러분 잘 들으셨는지 확인해 주세요.
I was always afraid that it would be wrong or something like that.
I was always afraid. 이 부분도 연결이 됐습니다. I was always afraid. I was always afraid
I was always afraid.
that it would be wrong or something like that.
Something like that.
Something like
I
that.
think that's the fastest part. Something like that. Or something like that.
네. Something like that. 뭐 그런 거라고 할 때 something이라고 발음하기보다는 something.
Something. And where I'm from in the South, we say, some people say something,
Something.
something,
Ah.
or something.
네.
something.
something.
Something like that, something
네.
like that. Everybody's different.
사실은 이제 그 th 발음도
Yeah.
th 발음도 그 다음에 f 발음도 바람 소리를 이용한 거잖아요. 그래서 비슷해요. 그래서 영국에 가시면은 이제 three를 발음을 해보라고 하면은 free처럼 들려요.
Free.
free.
I got free dogs. I don't know.
저 개가 3마리가 있습니다 할 때 I have free처럼도 들리는데 반대네요. 미국 지금 그 배관 선생님이 말씀하신 내용은 something.
Something. I hear people say something. There's something in my bag. Little kids especially say something.
맞아요, 맞아요. 그래서 something 할 때 여기서는 정말 th 발음이 없이 그냥 something like that처럼 발음이 되었고요.
Something. Same.
내용은 구체적으로 내용은 무엇을 무서워했는가 하면은 자신이 고르는 헤어스타일이 it would be wrong. 무언가 잘못된다라는 거죠. 잘못된 선택. 그러니까 안 어울리는 걸 고를까봐 그게 두려웠대요.
Or it could also be that he tells them the hairstyle, but they don't cut it properly. So, like, if he's like, I want it like this, and they cut it, and it's all wrong. They didn't cut it right. It could be that as well.
Yeah, it doesn't turn out the way he
Right.
wants or he has
Expected.
had it expected or envisioned. All right, let's hear that part again.
I was always afraid that it would be wrong or something like that. I was always afraid that it would be wrong or something like that.
Okay, so in the next sentence, he tells us a little bit more, why he dreaded going to the barbershop, and that is, I really just didn't even want to think about what kind of hairstyle I wanted. I really just didn't even want to think about what kind of hairstyle I wanted.
I really just didn't. 사실 그냥 really도 빼고 just 빼도 같은 의미가 될 텐데
Yeah.
I didn't want to think about. 그런데 really, just, even 전부 다 강조하는 의미로 들어갔어요.
Yeah, it's a little bit stronger because he's giving you reasons, and I feel like he's saying the real reason now, kind of the biggest reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason that I went to this party other than that party is because I really just didn't even meet
Want to see those people?
Megan. 이렇게 말할 수도 있겠죠. 그냥 메간이라는 사람을 만나고 싶지 않았기 때문에 just an example. 뭐 다른 데 갔다라고 말하는데 이제 강조하는 거죠. Really just didn't even want to. 뭐 생각조차도 하고 싶지 않았어요. 무엇을? About what kind of hairstyle I wanted. 제가 어떤 헤어스타일을 원하는지 정말 생각조차 하고 싶지 않았어요. 저도 사실은 똑같은 고민이 있어서
Really?
저는 이제 같은 미용실에 계속 가는데 거기서 결정해 주시는 대로 그냥 가니까 마음 편하더라고요. 에반 씨도 그래도 됐을 것 같은데
Right?
좀 두려웠나 봐요, 정말로.
Of course, but I don't think he goes to the hair salon or to the barbershop anymore.
Anymore.
Right? In the next sentence, I think he tells us that.
Yeah?
Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So, my solution to that was to just stop going to the barbershop.
네.
So, my solution to that was to just stop going to the barbershop.
조금 극단적인 선택이긴 하지만 그래서 이제 머리 스타일, 헤어스타일을 어떻게 골라야 될지 모르기 때문에 해결책은 my solution to that이라고 하는 거 꼭 한번 주의 깊게 봐주세요. solution이라든지 어떠한 열쇠, key to the door, key for보다는
Yeah,
To.
key to the door, solution to a problem.
네, access to the room. 약간의 그 방향을 나타내는 이런 느낌이 있기 때문에 solution, key, access를 전부 다 to라고
Yeah.
써줍니다.
It has this feeling.
네. Are we DJs?
You know what I mean, though.
네. My solution for보다는 my solution to that.
To, right.
정말 중요한 부분이고요. Was to just stop going to the barbershop. 이발소에 가는 거를 그냥 그만두는 거예요. 아예. So he quit
You
going
just
to the
quit going altogether.
재밌네요. And then what happened?
So my hair grew and it got longer and longer and longer over the years. So my hair grew and it got longer and longer and longer over the years.
네, my hair grew. 머리가 자라기 시작했고 it got longer and longer. 사실은 여기까지만 일반적으로 말을 하는데
Right.
한 번 더 말했어요.
And longer.
And longer.
Yeah. We
그래야-
usually do it twice.
네, 3번 정도는 해야 허리춤까지 오겠죠.
Right?
You have to say it at least 3 times,
Right.
until
That's true.
it
It's like
reaches your
longer
head.
and longer and longer. Yeah.
No, he didn't have curvy hair.
Well, it could have been wavy. Oh, you saw it.
I saw it.
All
It's
right.
straight hair.
Well, he could have. Okay, yeah.
알겠습니다. 어떤 건지. 그래서 longer and longer and longer.
Longer.
한 번 더 할 수도 있겠죠. And longer.
You can keep going.
네, 그렇지만 이제 듣는 사람들이 지겨워하겠죠. They will run out of their patience.
True.
Over the years, 몇 년이 지나는 동안 세월이 지나면서 점점 더 길어졌대요. Interesting, and let's move on.
So the next sentence has a part that could be a little bit difficult to understand. So first, let's take a look at the clip.
And then I eventually decided it was about time for a change. And then I eventually decided it was about time for a change.
일단 여러분 잘 들으셨어요? 한번 내용 파악해 보겠습니다.
Then I eventually decided that it was about time for a change.
And 아니고요. Then I eventually 이 부분 쭉 연결됐죠. Then I eventually.
Then I eventually.
사실은 유일하게 들리는 부분이 eventually밖에 안 들릴 수도 있어요.
Right? It's like then I eventually.
Eventually. 근데 잘 들어보시면 then I eventually decided that 다 연결은 쭉 되고 있습니다. It was about time for a change. Time for a change라는 말도 많이 쓰죠. It's time for a change, some change.
Time for some change. It's time for a change. Or sometimes it's time to start making changes.
그렇죠.
Yeah.
change라는 것은 정말 다양하게 쓰이는 말인데 변화. It can be change, like small change. 잔돈. 네.
It's about time you gave me some change.
I don't have any change.
Wow.
I actually have 101 coin.
Oh, really?
No. 없네요. I thought I had some. Anyway, small change 하면은 잔돈이 될 수 있겠고 이제 거스름돈이 될 수도 있지만 전혀 그런 뜻하고는 관계가 없는
Right.
변화라고 하는 사전에서 검색하면 첫 번째로 나오는 뜻이 여기에 있습니다. Time for a change. 그래서 it is time for a change. 아니면 it was time for a change. 변화가 필요한 시간이었습니다. 네. When was the last time you thought it was time for a change in your life?
When I cut my hair. Like 2 weeks ago.
I didn't even notice. 네. 변화가 필요하다고 느껴서 머리를 자르고 왔는데 저는 몰라봤네요. 자, 이 부분 다시 보겠습니다.
And then I eventually decided it was about time for a change. And then I eventually decided it was about time for a change.
So he needed a change, so let's find out what he did to achieve that change.
오케이.
And cut my hair myself, and I just shaved my head the same length all the way over.
와.
And cut my hair myself, and I just shaved my head the same length all the way over.
네. and cut my hair myself. 보통은 이제 어딘가에 가서 you have your hair cut.
Cut, right. So we say you got a haircut.
그렇죠. 누군가 다른 사람에게 시켜서 또는 부탁해서 하게 하는 거잖아요. 근데 I cut my hair. 일반적으로 이제 저 머리 잘랐어요라고 말을 하는 거를 영어로 have my hair cut이라고 해야 되고 I cut my hair 하면 안 된다라고 주장하는 사람도 있어요. Some people argue that that is wrong and technically it could be wrong.
Could be wrong, but a lot of people say I cut my hair,
네.
meaning that someone else cut it. They didn't actually cut it themselves.
그렇죠. 그래서 머리 잘랐다라고 할 때 영어로 이제 I cut my hair라고 하면 안 된다라고 주장하시는 분들도 많이 계시는데 이 경우에는 괜찮아요. 왜냐하면 진짜 직접 잘랐으니까.
I cut my hair myself. Yeah.
네, 그래서 myself 강조를 한 거죠. 머리를 직접 잘랐고 and I just shaved my head. 그냥 머리를 자른 정도가 아니고 머리를 밀었다라는 거죠. 여기서는 면도를 했다라는 shave를 썼는데 머리를 면도했다 이상하니까 머리를 밀었다라고 번역해봤고요. The same length, 같은 길이로 all the way over. What's all the way over?
All the way over means just all around his head.
그렇죠.
Or all over his head.
네, all the way는 그 멀리 거기까지나 이런 말인데 all the way over, all over 합쳐진 거죠. all the way over 여기서부터 여기까지 쭉 뭐 약간 망설일 거 없이 그냥 쑥 밀었다는 거죠.
Right.
Alright, let's move on.
And now I just do that regularly myself, and that's how you see me now. And now I just do that regularly myself, and that's how you see me now.
굉장히 편리할 것 같아요. Very convenient. 그리고 이제는 I just do that. 그냥 저는 그렇게 해요. 머리를 밀어요. Regularly, 규칙적으로. Myself, 제 스스로요. And that's how you see me now. 그리고 그것이 여러분이 지금 저를 보는 모습입니다. So for those people who have only known Evan through this segment, it might be shocking.
Right?
That he
I'm
had long
definitely
hair.
finding that video.
Yeah, I'll send you the video.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's it for Evan's story. Shall we review it?
Yes, we're going to take a look at it 2 more times. Let's watch.
When I was younger, I had really long hair, like really, really long, down to about my hips usually. I started growing out my hair when I was a teenager. Maybe I was 13 or 14, I can't remember exactly. And the reason I started doing this is because I really dreaded going to like a barber shop and trying to tell them what hairstyle I wanted. I was always afraid that it would be wrong or something like that. And I really just didn't even want to think about what kind of hairstyle I wanted. So my solution to that was to just stop going to the barbershop. And so my hair grew and it got longer and longer and longer over the years. And then I eventually decided it was about time for a change and cut my hair myself. And I just shaved my head the same length all the way over. And now I just do that regularly myself, and that's how you see me now. When I was younger, I had really long hair, like really, really long, down to about my hips usually. I started growing out my hair when I was a teenager. Maybe I was 13 or 14, I can't remember exactly. And the reason I started doing this is because I really dreaded going to like a barber shop and trying to tell them what hairstyle I wanted. I was always afraid that it would be wrong or something like that. And I really just didn't even want to think about what kind of hairstyle I wanted. So my solution to that was to just stop going to the barbershop. And so my hair grew and it got longer and longer and longer over the years. And then I eventually decided it was about time for a change and cut my hair myself. And I just shaved my head the same length all the way over. And now I just do that regularly myself, and that's how you see me now.
I see you now.
I definitely see you now.
Alright. 자, 그러면은요, 이번에는 이야기를 다 복습을 해봤으니까 또 재미있는 표현들 배워보겠습니다.
Okay, it's time for Street
Smart.